Sir, a rogue Chinese general and his followers have joined with the GLA in their mountain stronghold. The enemy is dug in deep, relying on fortified tunnels. We must launch an attack immediately.
HQ respond! HQ respond! I need some help over here! They're everywhere! They're on our flank. Cover our flank! There's more on the ridge! I'm hit! I'm hit! Where are they coming from? We're pinned down! One is OOC. Repeat, OOC. Spread out. I'm trapped here. Help! Beta 3! I can't see! There's too much smoke!
Our position is under heavy fire! We need reinforcements now!
Copy that, Delta 2. Your orders are to fall back. Over. Look at them crowd! Yeah, you better run.
Let's build.
The GLA base is surrounded by an intricate tunnel network system. The enemy is close, and their scouts are already patrolling the area. We've outfitted your command center so you can request the fuel air bomb. Use it to wipe out clusters of enemy units or structures.
Special forces here.
Welcome back, General.
That one's done.
You can probably imagine I had to replay this several times.
What do you got?
It's a rather annoying mission. It doesn't really let up, so you have to know what exactly you're going to be doing kind of before it happens. There's also a way to cheese it. Well, I guess several ways, technically, but it'll show eventually.
Hidden identity. Getting a better view.
Right here.
We also have Colonel Burton, which is great because I'm going to abuse the hell out of him.
General, we should take advantage of the additional supplies to the south. Unit lost.
For perfection. I'll take anything you give me.
I see everything.
Colonel Burton
We've received reports that a rogue Chinese general has set up his base to reinforce the GLA. Chinese officials inform us that his actions are unsupported and have authorized our forces to take him out. He's no doubt brought some heavy equipment with him, so be prepared.
Let's find a better place. Have a job for me?
So, strangely, the biggest danger that you have to face in this mission is going to be the Chinese.
Remote demo charge. How about a show of force?
The GLA base is just very exposed, and if you can destroy those 5 starting units in the base, you don't really have anything to truly worry about. And since there's very few, if any, defenders in this base, you can kind of get Colonel Burton into a high level of experience really quickly.
Laying the foundation.
Also, if you want to cheese the start of this mission, for whatever reason, just get a Pathfinder and put him at the top there. I don't know why it works. There might be something to do with if it doesn't have all the units, it has to wait for more, or maybe it just doesn't want to trigger the next event in how it works.
What do you got? Where are we going?
Regardless, the thing to really pay attention to is that you don't want to kill any of those units. If those units don't die, it doesn't seem to trigger the next wave of units. So you can kind of get away with never having anybody attack the top flank of your base.
I'll take anything you give me. I've seen it all.
We can also see that Colonel Burton's taking a lot of damage. You really have to pay attention to where you're planning demo charges and when you're exploding them. It happened a few times that I happened to kill Burton that way.
Right here. Come on.
Upgrade complete.
I'll take anything you give me. Remote demo charge. I know just what it needs.
And by the time you get him to rank 3, you can relatively easily take out bases.
Colonel Burton here.
there's obviously some things to worry about. Like, for example, there's 2 Overlord tanks in this base. And you have to be careful just to either drag only one and not really suffer too much damage from them overall.
Not American. Leave nothing behind.
Here. No obstacles.
General, the GLA have been defeated.
Colonel Burton
We should
here.
try to destroy the Chinese before they can build
we
up
going?
any more
General,
forces. You've got to destroy the nuclear missile silo. I don't know if our base can survive
Locked
another
in.
hit.
Bring on the scaffolding.
The way you want to play this mission too, you really don't end up saving money,
General,
at least
our
not
base is
really.
under attack.
Unit
And
lost.
you can kind of just get away with never building your own superpowers.
Always ready.
It's strange in a way.
Let's get to work.
What do you got?
Like, imagine having 2 of the biggest assets you could get in your arsenal and just saying, I'll pass. I don't really need them.
Always ready. Sounds good.
It's also a little annoying that you have to be up against nuclear missiles. Just because by the time the first one drops, you don't really have anything to do anything against
Unit
them.
lost.
Train for perfection. I'll take anything you give.
You also kind of need to have the A-10 strike do that, because Burton, unfortunately, his weakest
Keeping it cool. Let's
matchup is probably those tunnel networks.
for perfection. I'll
That
take
one's
anything you
done.
give.
Remote
Demo
They just do damage quickly and consistently. It's sort of like if you had him go up against a Gatling cannon.
Good area.
Keeping it cool. Needs an attitude adjustment.
Sadly, you also have to be very careful as to
Remote demo charge.
what exactly Colonel Burton is doing and for how long.
Clocked in.
We've already seen that the Chinese have MiGs, and they will use them. They'll have them attack your base and so on. However, they aren't afraid of using a firestorm strike, essentially against their own base, if it happens to kill Colonel Burton.
Laying the foundation.
And then it's just an annoying
Seen it all.
fact of having him come all the way back and so on and so forth.
Keeping it cool.
Actually, I don't even think I can replace Colonel Burton in this mission, so don't lose him.
I'll be there. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
What's the story? Any more projects? On the job.
Our base is
Let's
under
build.
attack.
That
Going
one's
up.
I've seen it all. I'll take anything you give me. I'll be there. Remote demo charge. Where are we going? Right here. Deadly efficient.
Again, be very careful as to where Burton is throwing himself.
Company over here.
I'll be there. Let's get to the remote demo charge. Deadly
Any
efficient.
more projects?
Unbeknownst to me, that fuel air bomb kind of destroyed everything that the Chinese could do.
Keeping it cool.
They don't have a means of getting income anymore, apparently, and they won't rebuild it.
On the job.
I really don't know why they won't rebuild it, but they don't.
Bring on the scaffolding.
So, take out the power quickly, make sure they can't strike your base again with the nuclear missile, and then you're pretty
Low
much
power.
good to go.
Colonel Burton here.
Oh,
Let's get to the action.
It's also important to note that you only need to take out the nuclear missile. The rest of the map you can avoid as
Right here.
much as you really need to care about it. So I think maybe there was some weird happenstance of the Chinese just didn't have any money, which I guess makes sense if they don't have hackers anywhere. But it just ends up being a little strange because the rest of this mission there's not much of a issue dealing with it. The only reason I'm kind of wasting time, the only reason I'm doing any of this really is just because I need to take out the nuclear site, but I can't really do it with Burton. There's a few bunkers, and apart from that, Burton's just doesn't have as much firepower as I'd probably like for it.
Any more projects?
What do you got?
Now, if I could destroy those bunkers, I'd probably be fine.
Maintain formation.
Unit lost.
Train for perfection. No obstacles. I'll take anything you give me. Keeping it cool. Train for perfection.
All
I'll
finished.
take anything you give me.
Unit lost.
What do you got?
Incoming!
This is too easy. This is too easy.
General, our base is under attack.
Keeping it cool. Come on.
It's probably a good time to mention that the US have these supply drop zones.
An attitude.
Essentially, they're the free money maker for the US faction. They're buildings, so they consume power. It's kind of like the GLA black market, except it's not a constant. It's more of a one time every 2.5-3 minutes. It's a nice way to diversify all three factions, really.
You are victorious.